Hello everyone. Good Shepherds High School, Belapur. Welcome you all for online learning session. Dear students of standard 7th, subject English Balbharti, we have already done with 1.1, 1.2 explanation, 1.1 past, present, future, it was poem, and one lesson, odd one in. So I am going to give you all today the answers of English workshop, okay, of both the lessons in one video only. Okay, dear children. So 1.1 English workshop. First is read the poem aloud using proper rhythm and intonation that we have read in the previous video. Now second, link the items in the three columns properly. Now these are the A, B, C columns are there. We have to arrange it in a proper way. So first, the poet. How is the past? The past was how? A soft and mild autumn evening. And next, in the C column, a pleasant time which has ended. Okay, this is the information of the past. The past, a soft and mild autumn evening, a pleasant time which has ended. Second, the present hour, a green and flowery spray where a young bird sits, a time full of life in which you gather strength. Next, means you have to write in a single line, children. Okay, now the third one is the future, a sea beneath a cloudless sun, an exciting thrilling time which has no end. Okay, you have to write in a line. First point, the past, so you have to write the past, then a soft and mild autumn evening, hyphen, put a hyphen and do write it down. Okay, next is find the meaning of the following words. First, the means you, mournfully means sadly, spray, a stem or small branch of a tree bearing flowers, bearing BEARING. Fourth, mighty, meaning of mighty, possessing great power or strength. Next meaning is very powerful also. You can write very powerful, mighty, very powerful. Next, fourth question. Write the adjectives that are used to describe the following. Evening. To describe the evening, which adjectives they have used? Soft and mild. Second, spray. What are the adjectives? Green and flowery. C, mighty, glorious, dazzling. These are the adjectives used to describe these words. Okay, now C, mighty, glorious, dazzling. Okay, children. Now write one line about each of the following with the help of the poem. First, wind in the autumn evening. Answer, the wind in the autumn evening sighs sadly. Sighs, SIGHS, sighs sadly. Second, young bird on the spray. Answer, the young bird sits on the flowery plant gathering strength to get up and fly away. I'll repeat. Answer, the young bird sits on the flowery plant gathering strength to get up and fly away. Third, the sea. Answer, the mighty, glorious and dazzling sea stretches on without an end. The mighty, glorious and dazzling sea stretches on without an end. Now language study. Figures of speech. First, a simile. What is it? A figure of speech, what they are explaining, we'll see. A simile is an imaginative comparison of two different things which have something in common. A simile always includes the words as or like. For example, as tall as a tree means the person is as tall as a tree, whatever you can say. But for simile, they are comparing two things, right? Two different things they are comparing with a common quality. As lovely as a flower. Okay, these are the simile. Now, a metaphor. What do you mean by metaphor? It's also a figure of speech. A metaphor is an imaginative expression that refers to someone or something as another person thing. As another person thing. It shows that the person or thing has some quality of that other person or thing. The words as or like are not used in a metaphor. Though they are comparing the personality of person or thing, but it's an imaginative. Like for example, he is a gem of a person. Time is money. So they are comparing, okay, showing a quality of the person or thing. Books are our friends. The clouds are white sheep. An imaginative expression is we are imagining that refers to someone, something as another person, thing. It's called metaphor. There are 3 metaphors in the poem. Can you find them? First, what the past is like to thee, an autumn evening soft and mild. Here the past is compared to an autumn evening. Okay, here the past is compared to an autumn evening. Second metaphor. Tell me, what is the present hour? A green and flowery spray. Here the present is compared to a green and flowery spray. So in this poem, in all these 3 stanzas, there are metaphor, figures of speech. Next, and what is the future happy one? A sea beneath a cloudless sun. Here the future is compared to a sea beneath a cloudless sun. Got it? So there are 3 metaphor. Yes. So here 1.1 English workshop is over. Okay, children. Now I'll continue with 1.2. Now we will solve 1.2 odd one in English workshop. English workshop, first read aloud the conversation in the story turn by turn. We read this in the last video. Now write about Malti and Rima using the following points. Children, I will dictate, you better write it down. Okay? If I am fast, then you can decrease your speed level also. There is an option. Okay, now here write about Malti and Rima using the following points. What are the appearance of Malti? Simple, with oily hair, bindi and long skirts. Rima's appearance: stylish, with hair left open and without any oil, no bindi, short skirts. Studies: Malti, good in most subjects, excellent in maths but weak in English. Rima, in her studies, average in studies, good in English. Singing: Malti has a well trained and melodious voice, sings beautifully. Rima sings well. Attitude towards others: Malti's helpful and respectful, cheerful and friendly. Children, this qualities, this attitude I want in y'all. Next, Rima, how is her attitude to others? Rude, catty and snobbish. Pokes fun at others. Tries to bully others. I don't want any quality of Rima in y'all children. Next, weak points. Malti is weak in English language. Rima, her attitude towards others is a weak point in her. Got it? Okay. Imagine you are Malti. Write about any one event in the story from Malti's point of view. Answer means how Malti described her event. Answer: today was my second day at my new school. Yesterday, I had thought that the girls were very smart and nice. However, the way they behaved today showed me that they are not at all nice. One of them, I think her name is Shahanaz, asked me why I put so much oil in my hair, while another very unkindly asked me why my skirt was so long. I don't mind being asked such questions, for I have a proper reply for them. What has upset me is the unkind giggles and the rude behavior of these girls. Why are they being so unkind and rude? So this was the Malti. If Malti would have the what is her point of view that I have discussed now. Okay, you note it down, children. Then how do you behave with your classmates? Write about your attitude and behavior in the appropriate column. Okay, children, this you can write by your own. Yes, always, sometimes, never. Ask others for help. Always, sometimes, never. This you, according to your behavior and all, according to your attitude, you put it down. Okay, children. Next, talk about your strength, your weakness, the changes that you would like to see in yourself. 3 points you have to write by your own. Okay. Next, discuss: is it necessary to develop a good accent? Why? What efforts can you take to improve your pronunciation? With other teachers' help, find out how to use online dictionaries for the purpose. Children, this is an activity you will do in the class. Okay. Next, language study. Types of nouns. Children, you all must be knowing, you all must have lot of knowledge about noun, right? Noun means the word used as the name of a person, place or thing. So noun is classified into two types, proper nouns and common nouns. Correct, no? The names the names given to a particular person, place, animals are proper nouns and the rest are common nouns. Got it? For example, Ria is a proper noun because it is the name of a particular person, but girl is a common noun as it is not the name of a particular person. Ahmednagar is a proper noun because it is the name of a particular place. Town is a common noun because it is not the name of a particular place. Now they have classified here nouns, common noun and proper noun. Now you write at least 5 common nouns and 5 proper nouns each. Proper nouns are always written with a capital letter at the beginning. Can you think of proper nouns that include 2 or more words? How are they written? Find at least 10 such nouns. Example, Seva Hospital, The Times of India. Got it? So you can find it out, no children? Yes. Proper nouns. Okay. You only find it out. Yes. Like, always remember, whenever you will write proper noun, first letter capital you have to write it down. Okay. So only this much. Here the topic is over. Thank you.